All right, everybody, welcome back to the Sideshow. My name is Mingo.
This is Tony.
I'm Seabass.
So, if you didn't catch last week's show, pause it right now, go back and listen to that one and come to this one because you're going to need to catch up on that. Well, not necessarily, but just do that first. So, last week we talked about good old Quentin Tarantino and him saying that he's not going to give his mom any money now that he's made it big because she told him that he wasn't going to do anything with his little writing or whatever it was, right? So a new celebrity has come out and flipped the script. It's Agent 00, you ain't getting shit. So Daniel Craig, which was the latest James Bond,
right?
He came out and said that he's worth millions and he's not leaving anything to his children. He said, I'm not giving them shit.
They all say that.
You think Daniel Craig's a liar?
No, I think they put the fear into their kids.
Oh, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think he said they should earn their own way in the world and blah, blah, blah. I think there's a lot more celebrities and people with...
I don't.
You know what?
I don't think that there are a lot more celebrities
That's his optimism.
that cut out their kids.
What about just people with money then? You think people with money cut their children out?
No, not completely.
I think you're tripping.
I think there's one thing to say it while you're alive and your children are growing up and trying to make their own way through the world, and you want them to be successes on their own. But when you're on your deathbed and your kids are grown, you probably have grandkids, I don't think all your money is not going to them.
I think it happens more often than you think. I think there's a lot more people. There was a rich lady that left all of her money to her fucking cat.
Does she have kids?
No, yeah, she had kids, but she left it to the cat.
Oh yeah, you know what? I'm not going to debate that.
Because there's crazy
true,
cat people, right?
But I just don't. I think those are the exceptions and not the norm.
No, obviously.
Yeah.
Anytime anybody steps outside here's
but
all my
stuff. But even in general, as far as rich people, celebrities not leaving for their kids, the ones that say it are the exception, not the norm. And again, I don't think truly that when push
it's all
comes
said
to
and done,
shove, their kids are going to be taken care of.
You know what? Especially if he's going to come out and say it like that in public now, I don't think these kids are getting shit. Obviously, you would leave everything you have to your kids. I mean,
that's why I have everything.
Right.
And as you will, as you are. Because like you said a couple episodes ago, you're building generational wealth for them.
Absolutely.
So... Seabass, you could do anything you want right now.
No, the fuck I can't.
You're in like Flynn, kid. You're in the wheel. Don't worry about it.
It's my favorite movie.
Right? Yeah, I don't think I'd take anything away from him. I mean, unless he did something like, murdered somebody's kid or some shit, that'd be different. But,
So what you saying?
I might give him a lifeline and give him like life commissaries. You know what I mean?
If he did something like that, you wouldn't be one of those parents that said, "Not my son." Well, it had to be a reason that he did that.
No, I'd be like, I saw it coming. I just didn't know if it was really going to happen or not.
No, he would say that I had a reason. He'd be like, "That's not really a good enough reason."
Yeah. You know what I mean?
Or, "Hey, that's a good reason, but you still got to go to jail."
Yeah.
Now, did this act Daniel Craig? Did he do it? Did he say this because of what Quentin Tarantino was saying?
No, he was just, I don't remember how it came about, but it was in an interview that he did. Hold on, let me see. It was in an interview that he did somewhere, and he just said that he wasn't leaving his kids anything. Daniel Craig. Let's see if it comes up. He says Daniel Craig calls inheritance distasteful and will get rid of money.
See, that's bullshit.
I don't know.
Again,
Daniel Craig might buy a bunch of bullshit right before he dies.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you're not leaving it for your kids. What are you going to do with it? Give it away?
Says the 007 star 53 recently told Candace Magazine he plans on spending or giving away his $160 million fortune rather than leaving it to his two kids.
And here's the thing. Spending it, I'm all with that.
Okay.
Spend it. You worked for it. You earned it. It's yours.
Okay.
If you want to spend it on yourself, if you want to spend it on your kids, fine. Whatever's left over should go to your kids. So, in other words, I'm not going to sit there and say, I don't want to spend my money because I want to save it for my kids. No,
You're going to spend it, and if there's anything left, then they can have it.
And, of course, I'm not one to go crazy, and I don't even have that kind of money to go crazy with. But whatever I have, when I die, what am I going to do with the house?
Right.
Of course they're going to get it. They're going to get everything. Whatever's left, they're going to get.
Wow. Am I going to be in the will, Tony?
Not the way you've been acting these days. My dog, the will, kid.
Apparently, your son won't let me or my brother in the will either.
Yeah, right? Now, you guys are in, dude. The pictures are in the house now. You're good.
You're my white children, kid. Come on.
Fair enough.
Because you mad light.
Yeah, there you go. I like it.
You mad light.
Mad Light sounds like a shit beer.
Right? Holy
Here,
shit.
have a Mad Light.
Speaking of sons, come on, man. You got to give it up to Junior. He got the job offer today.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Nice. Congratulations.
Yep, in Chicago, because he was kind of concerned.
Okay.
Because apparently when he first got there, he wants to move to a big city, period.
Right.
That was right off the bat. Regardless, before he went company, that was he wants a big city. He wants the city lights. He likes that.
Right. I get that.
Yeah. So when he first got there, I guess they had him fill out a survey, if you will, or a questionnaire.
Right.
Asking, okay, if you had your opportunity to work for us, where would you like to go? And they listed the cities that apparently their offices are located.
Right.
And his first pick was New York. Because they
You mean Chicago?
No, his first pick was New York.
Oh, okay.
He was in Chicago.
Oh, but he chose New York.
Yeah, because to him, the big city was New York.
Right.
So after being in Chicago for 2.5 months, he fell in love with it. So now he was worried. Yesterday, he was concerned because he was saying, I marked off New York. What if they offer me a job, but it's in New York? I don't want to go to New York anymore. I want to go to Chicago. I want to stay in Chicago. And I was like, well, then say no. Just say you want to be in Chicago. Well, what if they say, no, there's no openings in Chicago?
Well, call me when there is one.
Yeah, and find somewhere else. I'm like, dude, you're going to a top school.
You got the world by the nuts right now. Like, you could have whatever you want.
Exactly. Don't concern yourself with this. This is just, if you start working for them, this will probably be your first of 3 or 5
jobs.
3 to 5, yeah, before you find where you really want to be.
Right.
So he was, again, he was just concerned. He was like, man, did I make a mistake? I was like, man, don't worry about it. But he was worried.
Right.
And then this morning, job offer came in. So he's still interviewing with some other people. And the funny thing is, he's still going to school. It's like a year away.
Really?
And he's interviewing for people.
Wow, that's really awesome.
Now.
That really speaks volumes about his work, because if they're already calling him about a job and he ain't even done with school yet.
Oh, apparently, these big companies, I think that might be how they do it.
Right.
So
they have some headhunters out there keeping an eye on kids.
So as of right now, he's got a job. He hasn't accepted it yet, but he's in 1 year and counting. He's probably gonna be gone.
Wow.
I don't know if it hit his mom yet, like that. She's happy for him. We both are.
Right.
But reality hasn't set in that.
Well, you have to start saving money because you be going to Chicago a lot.
She already said I could spend some summers there.
You better get you one of them little bag warmers to bring back some pizza and hot dogs and all that other shit, so we can try it out, see what it's really about.
But I'm happy for him.
Yeah, that's exciting, man. Congratulations.
The other funny thing is, he hit me the other day with, if he leaves, what am I going to do with his car?
Oh, wow.
So let me ask you this. What would you tell him? If Seabass tells you, I'm moving to a place where I'm not going to need my car for at least a year, what should I do with my car?
Well, you could leave it and, drive it around once or twice a month or every day, because I like your car better than I like mine. Right?
Right.
Or you would tell him leave it or sell it and just worry about buying you a car if and when you come back.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I say. I said, first and foremost, is your car.
Right.
You know. Secondly, my house ain't a parking lot. So let's be real. A year, that's kind of a long time. You know, it was tough 2.5 months with his car sitting in my house.
I thought you liked it. I thought you liked driving it.
I didn't really drive it all that much, and
No?
honestly, I don't like it.
No?
It's just too low for me. I'm too old for that, kid.
Yeah, I tell you what, dude. Not to get off subject, but I hadn't driven my Escalade since like January. It's been sitting there. So I drove it because somebody came out to detail it today while I was at work. Boy, I sure missed that car. Climbing in and out of that thing's so different than squeezing my fat ass in and falling out of that little Toyota.
I mean, dude, getting in and out of his car, I was like, struggling. I mean, it's an Acura TL, so it's kind of low.
Right.
Yeah, it's not for me. It's not for me.
I got to lose some weight before I get into like getting into a lowrider or a lowered car nowadays because, no, man, it's too much on my knees, dog. I can't do it.
I remember when we first bought him that car.
Yeah.
And I was driving it. I was like, because we got it for him when he turned 16. I think 16 when he first got his license.
Yeah.
And I would tell my old lady, I would kill
for a car
girls
like
if I had this when I was 16. Oh my goodness.
Right?
Kidding me? Man, that was a beautiful car.
Man. But you ain't got to worry about all that now, you know what I mean?
Oh no. It ain't for me. My time is come and gone.
Yeah. Not mine. Mine's coming back around again. I'm just going to let you know right now. Dude, I'm having such a tough time with turning 50. It's really fucked with my head lately. Just you're on the other half of mortality. Like you're like, fuck, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
In golfing terms, it's called you're on the back nine, kid.
Yeah, fuck that. Fuck. I want to stay on the fairway. Is that what it's called? You know what I mean? You're well, before we get into that, this Sunday, man. Big Sunday. Biggest Sunday of the year. It's going to be the opening or the, what is it? What's it called? The season
series finale.
The series open of.
No, the series finale.
How is it a series?
It's the last series. It's the last season.
Right, but it's the opening.
Yeah, the series finale.
The finale would be the last one. I know what you're saying, but
okay,
there's
then we can just leave. Why
there's
can't we just leave it
because
at
I want to
that?
know what it's called to the season premiere for the finale of The Walking Dead
series.
That's what I said. Douche. So it's going to be the first one of this series.
Whatever.
Is going to be this Sunday, the 22nd. You got to get caught up by then. It's only 9 seasons you're behind.
That is
10
not
seasons.
happening, kid. And you know what? Matter of fact, now that you mention it, I think I just saw a billboard that had to do with the long hair. Daryl in the center. Had the 2 women, the white haired and was it Carol?
Carol and Maggie or Rosita?
No, that guy with the Asian dude.
Yeah,
Maggie.
Okay, Maggie, and then the white haired lady,
Carol,
and then it had the dude with the bat,
Negan,
and somebody I didn't recognize.
probably a new character.
It was African American dude.
Oh, that's the priest.
Oh, Gabriel.
The priest is still on that?
Yeah.
That same priest?
Gangster, dude. He gangster now. He crazy.
Because he was a sissy when he came out.
Oh, yeah. He tough now.
Oh, is that right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I didn't want to tell you this, but I'm going to tell you.
Is it out of spite because I was trying to tell you all that shit at the beginning?
No, it's not out of spite. It's I didn't want to tell you because you're going to be like, fuck. And I don't want this to be a reason for us to go get the shot. But we had an open invitation to go to the
Talking Dead
season
again?
premiere of Talking Dead, yeah. But you have to have the vaccine. And you have to have both shots, so we wouldn't have had enough time to get them anyways. But we had tickets to go see that.
How'd you manage to score that?
I have the app on my phone that does them for all the places in LA, so you can get tickets to go in.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I took them
We
there
went once for my
2
birthday.
Yeah, I remember that.
2 years. Yeah, 2 years ago. Huh?
Yeah, I was turning 19.
Yeah. So yeah, but I didn't want it to go. I didn't want to tell you because we didn't have the fucking shots, but now it's too late to get the shots anyways to go. So
you decided to crush his dreams now, anyways.
yeah, I just might as well just.
I've been
drop the
once. The one time that we went was probably the only time that they were going to give out what they gave out. I'm good with it. I'm not materialistic like that, but that was a great fucking episode to go for.
hammer. Hell yeah, we got Negan bets.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, it was kind of
Because
cool.
the episode that we went to was all about Negan, and you get to watch the episode before everybody else does, because you got to go and record the show.
So they have this big screening room that they take you into,
It's the same one that James Corden does his show in.
the night show or whatever, and then you watch it, and then they take you downstairs to the other room where they have the actual show. It's really kind of cool, dude.
You get to watch it without commercials?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no, because it's live, so you sit there and they play the commercials on the
Oh,
one
so
of
you're
the,
watching it at the same time everybody, like I would be watching it?
right.
Oh,
Are you
wow.
talking about the episode or the
Yeah.
Talking Dead?
the episode?
Oh
The
no, no.
episode is no commercials.
Yeah. There's no commercials.
That's what I just said.
I thought you meant recording the other one or watching the other one, the Talking Dead, because that's what we get to go. We get to see the episode, and then we go downstairs.
so
for
you
the
get to
Talking
watch
Dead.
the episode
Yes,
without commercials.
Correct.
That's what I said.
Jesus Christ.
So he just did you what I did to you in the beginning.
Yeah, we
and
need
you
to
let it happen.
reset this. We need to reset this whole shit. Something's gone really fucking wrong with this episode
let me
already.
ask
It's
you
your
this.
brain.
So when they're recording the Talking Dead, is it like, do they have?
They don't record it. It's live.
But they're recording while you're there.
No, it's live. Well, I guess they have to show it again later. So yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so while you're there live, do they have like a hype man pumping you guys up when you're walking in and stuff?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
that's
yeah.
Chris Hardwick.
Well, no, there was the when we went there. There was some comedian guy that was
Oh, is
actually
that right? Yeah,
like
yeah,
he
he was
worked.
pretty funny.
He worked that area, and he came out and tell you all this bullshit. All right, so Chris is gonna come out and this is how it's gonna work, la la la, and then you'll see these applause signs here and here. So when you see those light up, and woo, nice and loud, and be good at that job. I'd love to have that job, but not my. I don't know about living in fucking LA and shit. So, but that'd be kind of cool. Be a cool job too.
So, is this like a bonding moment for you guys on Sunday nights then?
Yeah, we shut everything down.
That's cool.
I shut down. I turn off the phone, all that. Well, I don't fuck around.
What?
You guys making googly eyes, talking shit to each
No,
other?
no, not at all. Because, again, when my son was here, we watched Black Widow. We watched Suicide Squad.
Okay. Did you like Black Widow?
I liked the beginning, but it dragged on.
Yeah, kind of thing. I was kind of in that same boat.
Yeah.
It was okay. It wasn't like because I don't know the origin story. I don't know
Yeah.
all that. So yeah, right there with you. Okay, Suicide Squad.
I liked it better than Black Widow, but same. It was good in the beginning, but then it kind of dragged on.
So, what did you think about what I said about Harley Quinn? She was great in the first Suicide Squad when she made the Birds of Prey. Not so good because she couldn't play off women the same way she does men. Like the character just doesn't have that same whatever that is. And then in this next one, she's back to being that same.
Yeah, I just don't think that her character is strong enough to carry a movie.
Yeah, that's what I said too. Okay.
And that's just like every character probably in Suicide Squad wouldn't be able to, is not a strong enough character to carry their own movie. I don't think.
I think Will Smith could probably carry his character one, and that's probably about it. Or maybe the Mexican dude that was on fire in the first one.
His name was.
But even that would be a far stretch. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I don't think that would.
You know what I mean? Yeah, it would be a low budget
What
B
did you
movie.
think about Suicide Squad though?
I thought it was pretty good.
Dog. What had me dying laughing was when the driver got killed.
Trying to remember.
Oh,
Set me up.
yeah, in the office.
Morty.
Remember when they were in the office?
Yeah.
And they're like, "Who he was here? Why was he here with us?"
Like Harley Quinn was like, "Who?" They're like Morty. She's like, I don't know who that is. But what
The
was
part that killed me is that part because I had asked the same question. I saw him running behind them into the building. Like, the fuck is he doing with them?
well, right before that, probably when it happened, it was like the slow motion cut where you first saw the Idris Elba character, and then you saw like the two guys next to him walking out of the smoke,
Right.
and then like Harley Quinn and somebody else, and then somebody else and somebody else, and then the very last guys on the wings was the shark and that Mexican dude, the driver. And I even thought to myself, well, why is he in this like little clip right here?
That's fucking hilarious.
Milton, I think was his name.
When
There you
you
go,
watch
yeah.
that movie, dude, that had me dying.
That's funny. That's a great little portion I put in there. See how many people catch it. That's great. What else did you watch? Anything else?
Not with him, no.
No. What else did you watch? Something with somebody else?
No.
Oh.
No.
Are you a big fan of Oreo cookies?
Not a big fan. There are times when I'll have a craving for them. My son likes them a lot, so we always have them in the house. But it's not my go-to.
Single or double stuffed?
Single. Double is too much.
What? Too much? Okay.
Yeah. Because the how should I say, the taste of the Oreo cookie is the actual cookie, not
Right.
the stuff.
Not the cream.
Yeah.
The cream is just extra. I got
Right.
you. Sebastian, you're a big fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Single or double?
Double.
Really?
Double or than any of the other flavors. So, like, I like the mint ones. Those are good. The chocolate-filled ones are good. They have Nutella ones that are all right. I think that's it.
the peanut butter ones are all right. They're not.
They got peanut butter too?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, they got the peanut butter cake ones that are pretty good, though. Because they have peanut butter ones that are just a chocolate cookie on the outside and straight peanut butter in the middle.
Okay.
And I'm a fan of peanut butter, so if I tell you, then I'm pretty right. And then you get the ones that are the peanut butter cake that are chocolate and peanut butter, and then the cookie on the outside. So they're pretty damn good. They're pretty good. I asked that because there will soon be a shortage. All of the people that work for that department of Kraft Foods, because Kraft Foods, and is it Nestle's? Who is it? Anyways, they separated the two companies, like the two departments, right? So they said they want to ditch the premium pay system, and it's not that they want more money; they just want to keep the money that they're earning. So what they want to do is they want to ditch the premium pay system that's been in place for a really long time, right? So like it guarantees time and a half pay for somebody working more than 8 hours a day, time and a half pay on Saturdays, and double time for working on Sundays. Instead, workers will be paid the straight time until they hit 40 hours, regardless of what days they work or how long those days last. That's pretty fucking normal everywhere you work.
Yeah.
But they want to keep it to where they get the double and the time and a half.
Did that come into effect during COVID? I mean, because when
they're trying to launch it, they're in negotiations. They've been fighting this since 2018.
Also, it was pre-pandemic.
Right. So they've been fighting it for a while, trying to get it to, because they don't want to.
Isn't the supermarkets like that though?
Because they're union.
Okay.
The ones that aren't union aren't like that.
Okay. So is Nabisco Craft Union at all?
Yeah, they must be. Yeah, they are, because the spokesperson for the company said that the company has proposed an alternative work schedule for some employees who work 12-hour shifts 3 or 4 days a week. The schedule would offer three-day weekends every week while helping the company meet production on the most high-demand products. So these guys are saying, look, it's been like this forever. We don't want to switch because we're going to lose thousands of dollars by switching to this new form of pay. Right? Which I get it. You're used to getting paid this way. That's how it's always been. But at some point, it's like, okay, well, and you know, is the company struggling? Are they losing money because they're paying you that way, or is it just a shift for the company to regain money off of you? Like, why should they pay you double and time and a half after if you work more than 8 hours in a day? You know what I mean? Shouldn't it be if you work your 40 hours and you work more than that, then you get like everywhere else?
Well, no. I think it is the 8 hours a day or 40 hours a week. Meaning, if you work 9 hours in one day, that 1 hour is overtime.
Correct.
Okay.
That's the way it should be. That's the way it is here.
Okay.
So you get time and a half for that.
Okay. But the Sunday thing, I'm not cool with. The Saturday thing, I'm not cool with either.
Well, the Sunday thing, I think was back, when unions first started and people were still Christian and went to church. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. I just think we're in such a 24/7 world now,
right?
That companies are no longer just a Monday through Friday,
right?
It's 7 days a week. We'll just fill shifts as we need,
right? So you're saying they should go back? They should go to this new form of pay, or should they continue getting paid the way they're getting paid?
Continue to get paid the way they're getting paid,
So,
which is not this premium pay. I'm not down with the premium pay.
Okay.
The Sunday double time, no.
So they should go like the way we in California are getting paid.
It's a 7 day a week business. We're gonna schedule 7 days a week. Somebody might be a Monday through Friday. Somebody might be a Wednesday through Monday.
Right. And the people that are there say, "Oh, well, then the job's not even worth fighting for if that's going to be the regular wage." Well, I think there's a lot of people that are unemployed that would be happy to get that job at that rate. You know what I mean?
If it pays well.
No,
yes.
because then they're stealing jobs.
If it pays well.
Right.
Because there's so many open jobs right now.
Yeah, that aren't getting anybody.
They're not getting filled.
It's crazy.
And people just, no, I'd rather stay home.
Offering sign-up bonuses and all this other crap for people and still not being able to pull anybody into
and I heard interviews of people, I don't know if we spoke about this before, that aren't willing to go back to their restaurant jobs, stuff like that, because they're like, they said like after a month and a half, 2 months of not working, they found that their bodies aren't aching anymore on the daily basis that they used to, because they just become accustomed to it.
Right.
And it was just because of the stress of the job, the get up and go, and for the lousy pay.
Right.
And they're like, I'm not willing to go. I don't want to go back to that anymore. That's why these restaurants, these hotels, people aren't going back. They're like, forget it. No, they were able to see that the grass was greener on the other side.
Right. So now they're going to go find a job that they really want, or a career that they really want to do.
There's a movie. I think it was Fight Club. Brad Pitt.
Right.
They ripped off a liquor store, if I remember right, and the Brad Pitt character, or one of the characters, had a gun and held it to the cashier's head. And he was talking to him. He says, where are you from, type deal. I think maybe he was a foreigner.
Right.
He's like, did you really come here to work in a liquor store? And the guy was like, no, I wanted to be an engineer. Da-da-da. He goes, but you're here to work in a liquor store. And he said, yeah. And he goes, give me your ID. And so he gave him his ID. He goes, you need to go
follow your dreams.
Follow your dream, not work here. If I catch you, if I see that you're working here again, I'm gonna come back and kill you. And it just brought me to that for some reason, because this dude got stuck working in a liquor store where he really wanted to go to school and do this. This is what people are doing now.
Right.
They've been given the opportunity to open their eyes and say, wait, what am I doing?
Right.
I need to do better.
Right. And I think there's a lot of people that became internet successes, whether it be TikTok or whether it be on YouTube or whatever, and started raking in some real money, that they decided to quit their jobs and, well, fuck it, I'll just do TikTok full time.
Yeah.
Part of me wishes I would have gotten fired. Who knows what kind of TikToks I'd be making.
It's funny you say that, because I remember, like, in junior high, I think it was, I played drums. I was in band.
Right.
And band was an actual class. And I was really into music at this point, as I still am. So I would come home and just bang on my drums all day. That was my thing. And I get it. Mom and stepdad came home from work. They didn't want to hear me banging on that shit. They've been working all day.
Right.
So I get it. So I just remember one time I got in trouble because they thought I was being a smartass. In a sense, I guess I was. But I really wasn't. They came, they yelled at me, stop playing those drums, do your homework. So I stopped playing to the music and I started my drum homework, my rudimentals.
Right.
So
You maliciously complied.
yes. And so 10 minutes later, they come in yelling, told you to stop playing these drums, told you to do your homework. I am doing my homework. Showed them the sheet music. You know what we're talking about. Get off those drums. Da da da. Felt like Quentin Tarantino there for a second.
Right.
But
What have you given your
the
mom?
point I was the point I'm trying to make is, like people now, I wish I kind of went with what I really like to do
Right.
instead of being what I'm doing now.
Right.
So, no big. And that's why with my wife and I, our kids, whatever they wanted to do, their extracurricular activities, we were all for it. Because you know what? If you want to, they danced. They danced lyrical jazz, hip hop, all that stuff. Hey, if you want to go work on a cruise ship dancing, that makes you happy, as long as you're
Have at
happy.
it. Yeah.
Go for it.
Wow. Yeah. But that's the beauty of having that mentality, though, is because, and we talked about this before, and we're talking about generational wealth and all that bullshit. It's that mentality, is that you have to give them something more than, hey, go to school and become a nurse. They're always gonna have openings in healthcare. Be a lawyer, be a doctor, go be a cop, go be a fireman. Like those, don't get me wrong, those are all great jobs, and they're right. There'll always be a need for that.
Yep.
But is that really going to make you happy?
Right.
What's more important, your happiness, or, if you can figure out how to be happy with what you and passionate about what you do, that makes for a much better life than going in every day and doing loans and
I mean, your studio. Say exactly.
Right.
I mean, this is your passion. You built it, and unfortunately, there came a point that this couldn't be your full-time gig.
right,
So you had to go find a 9-to-5.
right,
And you're lucky enough to be able to have built this and enjoy it when you can.
right,
Same with me. It's funny how we've spoken before how I buy certain things for my hobbies,
right.
and sometimes they're kind of expensive.
Yeah,
But I'm just I'm just happy that I'm able to do it because my 9-to-5 is a grind,
yeah,
but I'm able to, hey, I have my little toys, and it makes up for not being able to have a career. Because to me, I have a job.
okay,
I don't have a career, even though my career is my job. But to me, a career is something you want to do, you're happy doing, you wanted to do it, and you jumped in and handled it.
I guess that's one way to call it. I mean, frame the verbiage for a career. I don't. It's very interesting. I don't know how I would. I think you're close. I don't know how I would describe a career any differently. But I think you're.
I mean, I understand your career is what you're doing for the long haul.
Right.
That's your career. But to me, it's just a matter of, did you choose doing this, or
Right.
is this just what you wound up doing?
Right.
So
is it a
to
job
me,
disguised as a career?
It's to me, it's if you just wound up doing it, you just got a job, and that's what you're doing.
Right.
But yet, if you went to school, this is your passion, that's your career, you're happy to do it on a daily basis.
Because it's hard. Like I'm not the hey everybody, let's go ahead and get together, and so this is what we have planned for this month, and here's the promotions and blah blah blah. I've never been able to get into a business where I drank the Kool-Aid like that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like to me, it's just it's propaganda. It's all fake. It's just like, ugh, you know what I mean? Like, because you're not really going to be like that. Like, if we went out to have a beer after work, you're not going to be like, hey, so that was so great that they were talking about doing. You're not. Right? But like your drums, right? Like if you're passionate about it, if you were sitting at home and like I come home and, hey Dad, check this out, and he learned something new, or he put something together, a new riff or whatever the fuck you call it, and he'll play it for me. That brings joy to him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's your passion. Like that's different. You know what I mean? So if he could figure out how to use that to get to his career, that would be awesome.
Yeah, it's like right now, where my drums are set up, the office, if you will, my kids' stuff was just all in there, and there's no way I could even reach my drums.
Oh wow!
There's stuff on top of it, and I don't really play that often. But it was maybe a week ago, where my wife and I were listening to music, and there are certain songs, particularly because of the drums in them, my wife always says this song reminds me of you, because I used to play them on the drums.
Right.
For example, one of the biggest ones is "Easy Lover" by Phillip Bailey.
I don't know.
Come on, player.
I'd probably know it if I heard it, but
There we go. You got me reaching for my phone. But like that song, certain songs by Journey, of course, that I could play, or I used to play, I should say. So anyways, we were listening to music the other night, and she's like, hey, why don't you go get on your drums? Because she sometimes will, she likes watching me, you know? And I was like, there's just so much. It'll take me 20 minutes just to pull everything out just for me to even
it's
get
called
there.
foreplay, Tony. You get in that room and you move as much shit as you need to get to those goddamn drums. Next time your wife asks you to do that.
Here it is.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah, I know.
So right now, my wife is bobbing her head.
Right.
And my brother, for example, he plays guitar.
Right.
His wife, same thing. She loves watching him play. She can just sit there and watch him. Funny thing is, when he turned 40, so this is 14 years ago.
Oh, wow.
She threw a surprise birthday party for him. And she had me set up my drums in their backyard, and we played together. We jammed.
Oh, that's cool.
Remember Van Pacheco? That's kind of like, they had posters made that said Van Pacheco.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. And anyways, while we were playing, my wife and his wife, they're like in the front, kind of like, in a sense, cheering us on.
Groupies?
Yeah. But the funny thing is, and I actually heard them say, we should lift up our tops and start jumping up and down. Oh, kids, don't listen to that. So that was cool.
So when you heard that, did you lose track of the drums and shit? That's hilarious. That's awesome, though, dude. That'd be a great idea for you. Have these guys come over and for your birthday and play, and you guys play in front of everybody. Do a little backyard concert.
Yeah. That would be nice. But you need a singer.
Why you look at me?
Because you could do it, kid. You got all these mics.
I know, right? We set it all up out there. We could do it. I gotta learn the words though. I'll have to go out there and
a lot of space.
Go out there and sing like fucking Meatloaf.
Christ.
Yeah, that would be kind of cool, dude. Maybe we should think about doing that. Maybe we do the end of the summer jam. Oof. You and your brother bring your drums, and your brother brings his guitar.
Because you can't do it in my neighborhood.
We got plenty of amps and shit.
Fucking neighbors will go crazy.
Right?
You hear him talking shit about the neighborhood?
No, I'm just saying, my neighborhood, my neighbors will call the cops.
Oh fuck, we'll probably
Your
get the guys
neighbor's also
across the
racist.
dirt
That's true.
No,
to
that's
come join
fine.
us.
Oh, okay. I
Nope.
thought you were going to say he was
Yeah,
Because
they'll
there's
want to
guys
join
that
in.
are-
Yeah.
that are 2 houses down. Those, remember the guys that we walked
Yeah.
outside and we heard them? Yeah, those are those guys.
They were going crazy.
Hell yeah. Have them come. They'll probably join you guys.
Now I feel sorry for their parents.
Why?
Dude, that music was loud.
Yeah.
Oh, they're not those. They're not kids. They're the ones that own that house now.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, his dad used to call the cops on me with my little yellow car because I'd sit there and while I'm washing it, it's on, so the bass is, you're rattling all the pictures in my dude. We got pictures in my house too, fucker. My parents are right in there. Ain't nothing going on. My dad would come out. What's up? Call the guy by his name. Nothing. Okay. Cool. Turn that shit down, come on.
Yeah, I used to dude, my drum set used to be in the garage, growing up, just to try and keep the noise down. I got to give it to my parents. My mom was cool about it for the most part.
Right.
But yeah, drums can be pretty loud. So
Yeah, I'm assuming the drums would be pretty fucking invasive.
yeah, it can't be.
I mean, that travels through walls better than the guitar and all that stuff. You know what I mean?
And the funny thing is that when you look back, like if my son wanted a drum set, when he was little, oh dude, he would have got top of the line.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's just no, you get top of the line. But yet when I was growing up, dude, it was pots.
I was going to say, what's top of the line for you?
It was pans. The pan lids were cymbals. I had the notebook, the 3-binder
Yeah.
notebooks. That was a drum, all laid out on the floor, just playing to that.
How old were you doing that?
Probably
14.
elementary school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How old were you when you got your first drum set?
Well, I never really got my first drums. Okay, let me backtrack. How old was I when I got my first drum set?
Yeah.
Probably 30.
Really?
But that's
a
when
full-
that's when I bought a drum set.
Yeah, a
Okay.
full set. A full
So
kit.
when did I start picking up drums?
Yeah.
Like I got a what they call a snare when I was
Which is
in like
right.
yeah.
Okay.
I got that when I was like in 7th
No,
grade.
that's.
'cause-
I think what you're trying to do is the hi-hat.
Yeah.
What'd
is
you
that
say, a snare?
yeah,
What's a snare?
the tat 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 tat.
Yeah.
It's the higher drum. You
Okay.
sounded like you were doing a hi-hat.
Oh, it's a drum? Okay.
Yeah, it's a drum.
Okay.
So I got that because I needed it for school.
Okay.
So I would play on the school's drum set. So the next piece of equipment I got was a bass drum.
Which is the big round one at the bottom of the pedal.
bottom with the pedal. So I had those 2 pieces. And the next thing I got a year later was like what you just said, a hi-hat, which is the cymbals that you use with your foot.
Okay.
That's the one that opens up.
Right.
And then I was able to get a cymbal with a cymbal stand after that. And then I was able to get a drum. And then, you know what I mean? It was one
Then
of
I
those.
got my second snare.
Yeah. And then I was proud of myself because when I was like 23, I wallpapered all of them. So now they all matched
Oh, that's cool.
because it used to be different colors.
Right.
So I was smart enough to say, hey, let me get some wallpaper and at least get them to match. So that
Nice.
was cool. So it looked like a little, if you know Ringo Starr from Beatles.
I mean, I know who he
drum
is,
set,
but not.
he's got a little, what they call a 4-piece.
Huh?
So it looked like that.
Okay. So when you bought your first drum set, how many pieces come in a set?
It
Varies on what you buy, right?
So what did you just keep a
basic
4-piece?
set is 4-piece.
Okay, so is that what you kept?
No. A real drum set now is pretty much a 5-piece.
Okay.
I got to backtrack. I'm sorry. I did buy a drum set earlier than that. I'm thinking about the drum set I have now.
Okay.
I did buy a used set.
Okay. Also a 4-piece?
No, that one was the like the heavy metal set.
Oh, okay.
It was 2 bass drums. It was 4 drums on top of the bass drums.
Okay.
And then I had 2 what they call floor toms on the side.
Jesus.
And then the snare. So that was like one of those heavy metal where you wrap yourself around it.
Like you really got to know what the fuck you're doing to play those? Okay.
Did you have the 2 pedals to
Yeah.
the fucking.
So I have one of those. But my drum set now is 7. Well, it's actually 9 because it's the 7 drums, But then I got timbales on my left side.
You got what?
Timbales?
What's that?
All right, that one I don't know.
Come on, kid. Serious? Puerto Ricans. The
Of
two
course.
steel drums with the cowbell. Really?
Or like Jamaican drums, right?
Yeah, it sounds Jamaican.
They look like the turtles.
No.
Oh.
no.
They're
They're the, yeah.
metal drums.
What-
Sheila E.
Yeah, when he said tropical, I got it.
Okay. Yeah. But I have those incorporated in it as well.
All right. What about congas? Did you ever play congas? That's very Puerto Rican, isn't it?
Yeah. But no, I've always wanted a set of congas, but never got one.
No.
I kind of phased out of it, buying more stuff.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah, I tried playing a saxophone when I was in middle school. Motherfucker was heavy. It's too goddamn heavy to be taken to school and back. So I finally get out. Yeah, no, this ain't gonna work out. Because you know what? I used to watch. Sean on Awe with my dad, my mom and dad.
Yeah.
And I used to, that fat dude with the beard that come out and
Right,
he played the shit out of that fucking thing, bro. And it was before what's his name, that Kenny G. Before all of that sexy shit, like I'm talking like that old school rock and roll sound. He used to love that sound, dude. But I got tired of carrying that damn thing.
The funny thing also is my wife and I, we used to talk about this. I used to be marching band in junior high.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why
No,
you looking like that?
Go ahead.
Wait a minute. What?
I didn't say anything.
Okay. Yeah. What's wrong with being in a marching band?
Nothing, man.
There's one time at band camp.
Yeah, you
come
cool.
on, kid.
Okay.
That's why you married her.
Well, the thing is, she
didn't
was
go to
on.
band camp.
She was I guess you would call it the drill team.
Right.
So for Nelly and Kaufman, I
Right.
was Ray McCree. So we'd go to parades and stuff. So it was one of those things that, she's like, we probably saw each other because, you check out the opposite sex of the other school.
Right.
Girls would do it too, check out the guys on the other side. So it was one of those things we probably saw each other, just never knew it.
That's hilarious. It was destiny. It was written in the desert long time ago. Holy shit, Tony. Why didn't you continue band in high school?
Too cool for school.
And then you questioned me about my face.
But your face.
Right, because you said band, and I was like, and you said what? And then all of a sudden now you too cool because you get high school.
And you know what? It's just like sports. There's a certain discipline that you have to
that we didn't have. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, to be yelled, to be here at a certain time. It just wasn't. I just wasn't for me anymore.
The girls that you were interested in weren't there.
Yeah.
And you needed to be where they were at.
I peaked way too early, kid.
Me too. It is what it is, though, right? Like, but that could be why, you're at a job and I'm at a job and no career, but we're doing okay. You know what I mean? Shit, it is what it is, bro. Just got to get down.
Speaking of doing okay, I feel that I'm doing okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My life, I'm all right.
Right.
I can't complain. Remember I told you we went out to dinner last week with my son and my mom?
Yes.
Okay. So we went to his favorite restaurant, Casablanca. And it was the three of us, my wife and my son. My daughter wasn't in town. And we were having dinner with my mom, my grandfather, her father, that lives with her now, and then my brother and my sister-in-law.
Okay.
So we got there first. So, because I invited, I was going to pick up the tab. And, which is not a problem. It's just that with my mom, I think I said this before, my brother and I will always kind of split everything.
Split it, right.
Did I tell this story last week?
I think so. You tried to give the guy the card and
Oh, okay.
he thought you wanted a drink. You wanted to buy a drink with your card so that your card wouldn't go through?
Did we say it on the podcast or after the fact?
It was after the fact because I don't remember it.
Yeah,
Oh.
because I think, I said I wanted to say what happened.
All right, well, everybody, go ahead and look into this pen real quick. Go ahead.
So,
You guys got there first.
we got there first. So the gentleman he came to ask us if we wanted what we wanted to drink. So I said, "Hey, are you our server?" And he says, he tells me yes. I said, okay, can I give you my credit card now for the meal? Because I got other people coming. So when we're done eating, you could just go ahead and charge it because I don't want anyone else reaching for the wallet. And he's looking at me all,
What?
yeah. So he goes, I'll be right back. I was like, all right, cool. So a couple minutes later, a girl comes, waitress. She goes, hey, you guys order your drinks yet? And I was like, are you our server? She said, yes. I said, oh, because the other guy said he was our server. She goes, no, I'll be your server. I said, okay. Is it okay if I give you my credit card to pay for the meal when it's done? Because I got other people coming, and I don't want anyone to reach for their wallets. And she says, oh, is that what you said? I said, yeah, why? She says, oh, because the guy that you told that originally, he didn't understand. He thought that you wanted to pay for a soda to make sure your credit card will go through, so you'll make sure you'll have money to pay for the meal.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, come on, really? And she started laughing, and I was like, yeah, it's kind of funny, but I was like, wow.
Telling you. So did you have enough money to pay for the meal? I mean, that's really the question everybody's wondering now, right? Like, shit, are you all right? You need me to lend you a couple bucks? Like,
It's been a while since I've been hit with, are you going to be able to pay for this?
shit. Right? Hey, well, that's good. That's a good sign, right? Shit. Where's Casablanca's at?
Right down Day Palm. Used to be Payless Shoe Source back when Kmart was right there.
Oh, that's right. Okay.
Where that new Amazon is going to be.
Yeah. It's where Burlington was, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that Burlington's not there anymore?
No.
Oh, shit.
Down.
Yeah, well, how you going to have a fucking coat factory in the desert?
Yeah, that's true. All those places, though, man, they're going to start getting big. All those restaurants.
Yeah.
Because of Amazon going right there.
Yeah, it's going to blow up.
Yeah.
That Tony's Burgers or whatever across the street.
Yep.
That shit is banging.
Yeah.
It'll be hard to
You
get
like
in and
them.
get a burger now.
Yeah.
And because everybody just goes there to pick up they can go there to pick their shit up, right? Or is it just a distribution center?
That I don't know. They might have what they call one of them Amazon lockers.
Because they were talking about doing that at the Sears in the town I'm gonna call it the town center.
Right. Amazon locker.
Something like that. I don't know. They were talking about something like that. It was supposed to be like an Amazon store where you can go in and just buy shit direct there, or if you ordered stuff that you could just go pick it up there.
Right.
Which to me that defeats the whole fucking purpose of Amazon. But
Well,
right?
if you want it right now. But then again, no, the Amazon locker, that they give you like a one-time code and they put it in an actual locker and you can go and pick it up, whatever it is you ordered. That's what it is, right?
No, I didn't know. I've never done that before.
It's like it looked like back in junior high school lockers.
I looked very fucking. It sounds very born supremacy and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I see that. But I think it's mainly because people who they don't trust leaving the item in front of their door for hours, or like they have them at my son's school. It's an actual Amazon locker. It's just lockers and that's it.
Really?
Yeah. And, it's because, again, dorms.
That's
that
pretty
stuff.
fucking smart, dude.
College kids, man, they're buying stuff all the time.
Wow.
Dude.
Well, Amazon has this whole thing, too, where, like, if you had, like, say you had a business, right? And you needed a network. You needed a big amount of space. You needed to be able to store shit, but you needed it kind of like... basically like a cloud service where, like let's say it was my business and then I had people working for me. They all had their workspace in this cloud where they can go in and they could trade information, do all that shit through the cloud. Well, Amazon has a hosting site for your business. So if you need a large amount of space, they basically house your company in their cloud.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Huge, dude. Smart. That's big money.
I pay X amount of dollars a month for my cloud, if you will. Yeah, I guess that's what it is, a cloud. Honestly, it just gets charged to me every month for like my photos. They're in the cloud.
Okay.
I got thousands of pictures in the cloud. Like, I got pictures dating back to 2005 on my phone
Wow.
that I could pull up. No problem. And I have no trace of these photos anywhere else. The great thing is if I lose my phone, dude, I get a new phone, I sign in, my pictures are...
They're all right there.
10,000 pictures are right there. It takes
Wow.
about maybe half an hour for them all to load up. But once they're loaded up, they're there. Same with my contacts. You know, I could lose my phone right now, and I wouldn't worry about it. Other than the fact that I have to buy a new phone.
Right.
Because everything is just in the cloud.
Right.
Once I sign in, all my contacts come back, all my photos come back, all my music comes back. It's just like that.
You know, Apple has a really good system like that for that, though. You know what I mean?
But here's the thing: what happens when you can't afford to pay it anymore? Because I want to say it's $19 a month.
A month?
$9 a month.
I think it's $9 a month because I think I have the same thing, like 50
terabyte?
gigs or yeah.
Okay.
God damn.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, you got a lot.
But I mean that's an expense.
Well, but what you can do is you buy yourself because they're cheap now. You can buy a fucking 4 terabyte hard drive for $80, right? Which is 9 months worth of your fucking service.
Okay. Yeah.
And then you plug it in and you just copy that file onto your hard drive, and now you have a digital backup of your cloud.
Right. But how do you get the ease of just being able to pull up that photo on your phone?
Oh, I didn't say you don't delete it from the cloud. You just copy it onto the hard drive.
But what happens? What I'm saying is, what happens when I'm retired and that's no longer in the budget? And then I do that. I get a hard drive and I put everything on there, and I tell Apple, okay, I can no longer do this. You know, cancel it, and then I can no longer easily just get to everything.
Well, by the time that happens, you won't remember half the pictures you have, anyways. You're gonna have to on your phone. You have to keep a picture of you, your wife, your kids and grandkids, and probably your ID, so that you could tell the Uber driver or the police that found you wandering around where they need to take you back to. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's strange, man, because even you say that, but everything is going so to technology, and there's so many, like all these computers and things that they've come about. And I mean, McDonald's was testing out that thing where they just have that pylon where you go in and order your sandwich the way you want it, and you just stand around and they call your order, you go and you pick it up, and yeah. There was a picture the other day of, I want to say it was Wendy's. I don't remember, but they were trying out a automated French fry machine where it dumps the fries into the basket and then dumps the baskets into the oil. And then once they're cooked, they empty them and they slide back, and the next batch of French fries fall into the baskets.
I don't know if that would work out. Something like that is like a fire hazard, kid.
Well, there's got to be somebody involved in that, like, just for checks and balances to make sure that everything's going right. But, I mean, you're going to cut out a lot of fucking manpower doing that. And they were talking about how all these menial jobs are going to go to the wayside. And people are going to have to go to school and that, or they're going to have to learn how to code, and they're going to have to learn how to do computer shit to stay viable, because, you know, day-to-day jobs are going to be gone.
Yeah. A lot of them already are.
Yeah.
Speaking of the app, the ordering McDonald's and stuff.
Right.
Have you heard of the McDonald's app? Whenever I go through the drive-thru at McDonald's, they always say, "Did you order something off the app?" And I'm always like, "No." So apparently, I'm assuming you can order on the app and go through the drive-thru
and pick it up
and say I already ordered it, my order number. I'm assuming, I don't know.
Right.
But I was talking to a nephew this past week, and he was saying it's a great thing because free stuff will pop up. Like, you get free fries just for using the app.
Really?
Maybe it's a promotional time period that they're doing it. They'll give you free food. I don't know.
I know that they do it with baseball games. So they do it with like Angels and Dodgers, I want to say.
Okay.
That if they get so many runs, you get a free fries or you get nuggets or something. You get something small free. I know that much.
Taco Bell used to do that, right? If they like if
Hit
it
a
was a
home
no hitter,
run
you
or
get a free
something?
taco or something
Yeah.
like that. Yeah.
This particular nephew, he had me dying laughing. He's in between jobs.
Okay.
Okay. So he took on the food delivery.
Oh.
Ah, fuck! Don't tell me you went to Grubhub.
I don't know which one
You
he
don't
went
like
to.
DoorDash.
Oh, DoorDash. Yeah.
Jesus
I don't
Christ.
know which one it is.
Now I don't even know which one it is now.
But he was telling me, he told me he had to go pick up some food for someone at Habitat Hamburgers in Palm
Habit.
Desert.
Right.
Habit. So he walks in. He's like, yeah, I don't know, Uber Eats, picking up for Michael White. And they're like, no, we don't have an order for Michael White. He's like, yes, you do. And they checked again. No, we don't have, no. It's like, I have it right here on my phone. It's showing it.
Trying to get all hard.
Yeah, exactly. They're like, no. So I guess the manager came out, and again, he's getting hard. I'm just trying to earn a living type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm not saying that's what he said, but that's the attitude he took.
Right.
Like, you're messing with my money right now. I got to get this food so I can go. So he's like, Michael White. And so the manager just looks, no, we don't have an order for no Michael White. He's like, okay, well, the order number is this. So they give him the number. So they type it in. No, we don't have that order. How can you tell me you don't have this order if I'm seeing it right here on your phone, on my phone? And they're like, okay, well, what did he order? He ordered, I don't know what their burgers are called. So he started naming Volcano Burger, large fries, and they're like, you want to go next door? This is Blaze Pizza.
Oh,
And he was like, he's looking around, he sees all the toppings for the pizza. He's like, oh, okay. He said people are laughing at him and shit, waiting in line.
I'd fucking laugh. That's hilarious.
Causing a big old stink and shit.
And the funniest shit is when after my wife and I, when we were going home, she goes, you know what that story reminds me of? I said, what? She said, somebody trying to get all hard at Costco for some chlorine tablets.
Yep.
So apparently that shit runs in your family. That is too goddamn funny.
So did you hear about that QAnon believer? The parent, the dad from Santa Barbara?
No, I still don't really know what QAnon is.
That's a whole thing we'd have to get into.
Okay.
QAnon is they don't really know who this person is. Anon means anonymous.
Okay.
And the Q represents question, meaning question everything.
Okay.
And it could be somebody in the government. It could be somebody that just gets a lot of information. And you ever seen that movie V for Vendetta?
Yes.
So it's something like that. The Resistance.
Okay.
The Illuminati.
Yeah, crazy. Just it too much to get into.
Okay.
But a QAnon believer, from Santa Barbara, 40-year-old, had two young kids, maybe 7 and 10-year-old, or maybe 7 and 5.
Okay.
Felt that their mother, his wife, had something of lizard DNA
The fucking lizard game.
and passed it on to the kids.
Thought his wife was a slee stack?
It's and so he took his kids to Mexico and killed them out there and left them just in the fields.
Okay. Hold on. So I have to ask, was it a white dude?
Of
He
course.
lived in Santa Barbara.
Okay. Point taken. So a white dude takes it. What nationality was his wife?
She's white as well.
Really?
Well, so we can't blame racism.
Yeah, there's no ethnicity there, right? Unless she did like one of those finding out what her
23andMe.
He was receiving visions and signs revealing that his wife possessed serpent DNA and passed it on to his children.
Wow.
And that by killing them, he was saving the world from monsters. Now,
Even though he was the monster all along.
dog, how long of a drive is it from Santa Barbara just to the border?
Well, shit, Santa Barbara's got to be about 4 hours from here, right? 5 hours?
Is that all?
North,
Yeah,
northwest?
because Oxnard is 4 from here, right?
Okay.
So Santa Barbara's half an hour from there, so 4.5 hours to here, and then an hour and a half to the border, so 6 hours?
Oh, my bad, homie. 2-year-old boy and a 10-month-old girl.
Get the fuck out.
Dog, he was a surf instructor out there. My man killed him with a spear. Stabbed him with a spear. Some field workers found them. Apparently the wife called the police and said her husband was wilding out, took the kids, don't know where he's at. And then 2 American white kids showed up dead in Mexico. So they put 2 and 2 together, traced it, found him on video, like crossing the border. I guess he checked into a hotel. They said, yeah, he checked in with 2 kids. Came back by himself, though. And, yeah, he admitted it.
Just like nothing. Yeah, I did.
I don't know if it was like nothing, but that was his rationale. She had lizard DNA, passed it on to the kids.
Wow. I wonder if she was cheating on him and he was like, oh, she a snake.
Right?
She gave me snake babies. Maybe she had a tail. You know, what could it be? Like, what does he mean by it?
Don't some people have like a bone or something coming out of their tailbone?
Yeah.
They consider it a tail?
Yeah. Maybe she had that, you think?
I don't know, dude. But
Maybe
that's so bad.
Maybe she had, what's that shit called? Rosacea? Or what's the shit Kim Kardashian has it too, that skin disorder? Where you get like crusty skin?
I think rosacea is when you get like
The red pox, right?
Rash,
So
yeah.
what's the other one? Oh, it's right on the tip of my tongue.
dry skin. Ashy.
That's Kanye.
Black psoriasis?
There you go, psoriasis. Maybe she had that, and she was getting scaly, and he was like, what the fuck?
I should be laughing. This is jacked up.
Yeah, that's a fucked up
Dude,
Yeah, you're
situation.
the only one laughing out of the 3 of us, so.
We're trying to figure out what would make him do that, and you're laughing. That's terrible, Tony.
It's a wonder he pays for his kid's shit. He feels bad.
Is there anything that could ever make you harm your child?
No. You gotta be really messed up to want to do something like that. And dude, I think they said it was like 10 stabs each.
Yeah,
type
he wanted
deal.
to make sure he got it done.
Well, you don't know what it takes to kill a lizard child.
Hey, who's making the jokes? That's why I'm
We're
laughing.
being realistic.
Well, you're saying, well, he's taking
That's why
10
you
each.
smile. There you go, eye signaling at each other.
What?
I haven't looked at him in an hour.
Just stop. You guys are wrong for saying that.
For saying what?
You got to make sure. What's it take to kill a?
I said, you don't know what it takes to kill a
Yeah.
lizard child. You know what I mean? Just like when you shoot a zombie, you start in a leg. Nope, didn't start. You shoot him in the stomach. No, you shoot him in the chest.
Try
Didn't
the
stop.
heart,
Shoulder. Then finally you shoot him in the head. Oh, okay. That was it. You never know.
You guys are wrong. And that dude was wrong for doing that.
Yeah, that's
And
fucked
you're wrong
up.
for laughing about it.
That's just like that dude. A couple years ago, he killed his wife and daughters. And didn't he take him to like where he worked, the plant?
Yeah, and threw
Yeah.
him in like a water tank or whatever.
Yeah,
That's fucked up.
dog. Did he have a side piece? Is that why he did it? That rings a
Yeah, I
bell
think
for
it
some
was. I think he was messing around with one of the ladies that he worked with. That she ended up pregnant, right?
Was that what it was?
Yeah.
Dude.
And he didn't want to put his family through that, so he murked the kids. How fucked up
And
is
the
that?
wife too.
Yeah, and then they made a TikTok about it, right? Because her sister-in-law had come to the house, or a YouTube video, because they had come to the house with the cops, and the dude wasn't answering the door or whatever. So they came in, and then shortly after the cops came in to do a welfare check, the dude showed up. Yeah, I haven't been able to get a hold of her. I don't know where her and the kids are. Whoop-de-whoop. Ended up finding the kid in the water tank, dude.
That's bad.
Foul, dude. I
don't
couldn't
know how
imagine.
people could do stuff like that.
I don't see my kids doing anything that would be cause for that. Like what? Like where? Like,
And you see, and when you say that, you're thinking of them not necessarily at the age they're at now, but just growing up. These kids are like, dude, under 2 years old.
yeah.
And in both situations, they were real young.
So I'm gonna say this.
Oh shit. You good? Okay.
I'm gonna say this.
Okay.
But hear me out.
I want everybody listening right now to understand this is his real thought process that we're about to listen to. Viewer discretion is now advised.
And in no way, shape, or form am I saying that this is okay
Oh, fucking
at
hell.
all. But
You're
what
asking if they ball up their fists. I get it.
no. No. But do you remember how old were you when your kids were born? What the oldest one's 24, so 24 years ago that was you were 26,
26, 27.
So even at 26, right, working all fucking day, like you get up the ass crack of dawn, right?
Yeah.
So did you feed your daughter before you left for work, so your wife didn't have to wake up?
No.
Okay. So did you get up? Yes.
Yeah.
When I was doing mornings, I would feed you guys before I left. Feed you, change you,
I
and
like
get
how
you
Tony
ready.
didn't ask.
Yeah, right. Because he was like, he's gonna say no. No, I did that, and then when I got home, it was my shift. It's kind of how it worked out. You know what I mean? But she was depressed and all that. But anyways, that's not my point.
Still is.
My point is, babies cry, and you don't know. You're doing everything you can to get them to calm down. You feel like the weight of the world is on your shoulder. Like, why can't I get this right? Like, why is this baby crying and screaming? And now you're arguing with your lover, or you're by yourself, and they shake a baby. Like, stop crying. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Why can't you just stop crying? I just need a moment of peace. I understand. I understand the moment that happens. I'm not saying that's right and that you should do that and that's like. I think that we're not. Go ahead. I think that we're not trained to do that. We're not. I think that we don't know how to release all that energy that's coming at us, to be able to deal with that child that's screaming and doesn't know how to tell you what's wrong with you, and people don't know how to step away and take a deep breath.
Okay, now hold on a second. When you define when you say we don't know how to handle that, because
we as a people.
Okay, because I would agree with you if you define we as men, because I think women inherently got that instinct in them that they can deal with it.
Oh, well,
and I'm not saying we can't. It's just that we're not,
I didn't want to be maninist, or what was it called?
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't want to be maninist and say that, it's just men. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm not saying all men, and I'm not saying all women, but for the most part, it's like, because I remember one night, my daughter, the first time my wife went out after we had our daughter.
Right.
So she had her night with the girls. And so I was at home with my daughter. And
AP, listen. This is why he pays your bills. Listen.
And she would not stop crying.
Right.
I'm talking, dude, and I was pulling my hair out. Now, when you say you understand the moment,
right.
Now I understand that moment as well. However, I don't understand shaking the baby like that. No.
Right.
I understand what you reach that point.
I understand I'm gonna get you there. I just don't understand how you go through with it.
So the funny thing is that my wife just called at one point. I mean, I didn't bother her. I think this was the very early days of cell phones.
Okay.
So, it was... I don't even know if we had one at the
It was
time.
like $1 a minute, and you were just like, yeah, is everything okay? Yeah, okay, bye.
But then again, I don't even know if we had one. Maybe she even called on the payphone. I don't really remember. You figure this is 96? Yeah, 98, 99 maybe.
Yeah, I think it was that they were doing like more of the pay-as-you-go plans.
Okay, so we probably didn't even have one, so she might have called on the payphone.
Payphone.
And luckily she did. Not luckily, but I'll tell you how I got lucky. She called and was like, how's everything going? And she could hear the baby crying. I was like, I don't know what to do. You need to come home. I don't know what to do.
Tapping out.
Yeah. And I was at my wit's end. Not even 5 minutes later, my sister-in-law Lucy knocked on the door just to check to see how things were going.
Right.
She had no idea what was going on. And she just came in. And it was, dude, I swear to God, I know I'm remembering this wrong, but it was like as soon as I gave her the baby stopped crying. It could have been just like that.
Right.
I don't know what else. Maybe my hands were too calloused. I don't know.
Right. Maybe she felt your uneasiness.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, back to, I think women, they just have that. They just, whatever it is.
That nurturing characteristic.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to a cousin of a cousin. He could be considered my cousin, Raymond Magana.
Okay.
His daughter's ready to be born at any minute. And Raymond, if you're listening to this, be ready, kid.
Right.
I mean, you might not be equipped, but do the best you can.
Hey, bro, and just know you're not alone, and you need go ahead and call. Go ahead and call and ask for help, or call another cat that you know. That, hey, man, look, dude. Everybody understands. Everybody knows where you're at, and they're gonna be willing to help you out. Don't trip. Like, I was always pretty good with kids. Like, I'm pretty good about, like, if they're crying or because I had my brother's daughter one time. She was crying. They couldn't get her to stop and blah blah. So let me have her. So I took her, and I'm heavy-handed when I burp a kid because he was really hard to burp when he was a kid. And some people like tap really lightly and you can get your kid to burp.
Right.
Some you have to like really get in there and make them, get that out. And I was sitting there and I'm trying to do it one way. I didn't. Later on across my lap, and sitting there tapping. She's bleh! And I turned around and I held her. 2 minutes, she was out.
So how did you know it was the fact that she needed to be burped?
I didn't, but there's something about that motion, that tapping motion too, that'll put them, that comforts them. You know what I mean? Or it could be that I have high blood pressure, my heart was racing, and she could feel it a little bit better from me than her mom and her dad. You know what I mean? I don't know what it was, but there's just that. But now she doesn't come to me. She's like, you're the one that hurt my back. But it is like it's really, God, guys, look, do yourselves a favor and step outside of yourselves when you're doing that. It's not your fault. It's not anything that you're doing wrong.
Guys that are being affected by this,
right?
Again,
because there are some men that have it. Yeah,
I mean, and not that I didn't have it. It's just.
It was new to you. You don't know until you don't know.
Well, yeah, but it was new to my wife as well.
Right.
But it was one of those things that I knew, and this, I don't think this is bad to say, but this is my wife's apartment.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it's like, okay.
You wanted them. You take care of them. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. It's like, you're the boss of this.
Right.
You need to handle it.
Yeah.
And not that, not in a mean way, but, and she knew the buck stopped with her.
Right.
In a sense. Yeah. I'm the mom. I need to take care of this.
Right.
I got if you need to drive somewhere, the car's ready for you. It's got gas. That's my department.
Windows are clean. Good.
But this, dude, I was losing my mind that night.
I bet.
I just couldn't get her to stop.
Yeah.
Dude, I did everything.
Yeah, it's awful, dude. And it's so hard because you want to do whatever it takes to make your kid be okay and be happy and not cry, and you have no fucking idea.
But with that being said, I never thought about shaking her. I never thought about, you know what I'm saying? It's like, where are these people getting these ideas from?
I think it's just people that that get lost in the moment and don't stop to think that they can call somebody and then somebody will come help them. They're just, they feel lost and they're alone, and like it's their responsibility and their responsibility only, and they're going to fail at it, or they're going to fail till they learn, and then they fuck up and shake the shit out of a kid, or they're, you know what I mean?
I've heard of like the baby mamas that have boyfriends that are watching the kid
That do it, yeah.
and do it. Yeah, that happened a few years ago, like with some local people.
Yeah.
A local couple, I should say. That, yeah, dude was like, I don't know what, baby stopped crying all of a sudden.
Right?
And they investigated.
Well, maybe it's because you severed her.
Yeah.
Jesus. That's so scary, dude. Like and that was one of the things, like when me and my ex-wife separated, I don't want another dude raising my kids. I don't know who the fuck he is. You know what I mean? Like that was, whoa, hold on. You know what I mean? Like, because there's certain things that like there's certain things that are important to you that you grew up with, that your family does, that not necessarily her family does or believes in, or whatever the case may be, right? The same with us, like, and especially because my ex-wife was white, there was things that we do that they don't necessarily believe or do, right? And then there's also the fact that, they have a Mexican last name, and there's going to be things that they're going to come across that you can't prepare them for. You know what I mean? Like all the little snide racist shit, or all the, whatever comes with having a Spanish surname, right? So it was just really kind of, that was the hard part, was like, okay, so how do I let go enough to allow them to be there, because it's going to be an exhaustive fight, and it's going to drag them through the court system, which isn't going to be fair to them. Like, I don't want to put that through them. You know what I mean? I don't want to put them through that.
Well, you kind of lost me. How's that to them having another dude raise them? What do you?
Well, because they would have come and lived with me if I'd have, you know what I mean? If I'd have fought for them to come and stay here. But again, that's one of those things where, yeah, okay, so what's the fight really about? Is it that you don't want somebody else raising them, or that you don't want anybody else in their life, or like, you know what I mean? So you have to kind of put all that shit into perspective, I guess, is what I'm saying. And it's not always a bad thing to have somebody else in their lives, but as a man, you should be able to say, well, you know what, the girl should be able to, okay, well, this is my ex-husband, this is my baby daddy, whatever. But some guys aren't going to be the right kind of daddy for you to say, oh, well, this is my baby daddy, this is my new man, he's going to be living with us, we're going to blah, blah, blah. Here's our plans. You know what I mean? It's not going to happen that way. You know what I mean? But there has to be some sort of cohesion for that, I think.
I don't take this the wrong way, but I'm so happy that I didn't have to deal with any of that.
Yeah.
Because, dude, I could just imagine.
Yeah, it is.
I don't want to hear it.
I wish we would have been able to. That she was a person that I could have been with and stayed with and grow old with, but she wasn't, and it was a blessing in disguise that happened. It was a blessing that he came down when he was 18, and that she couldn't take care of the other one when he was 16, and that they've been able to come here, and I kind of have a hand in guiding who they're becoming. But at the same time, it would have been a lot easier the way you did it than the way we did it.
Did you forget I was here?
How could I, son?
That's the correct answer.
Another news story.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the single mom that got like almost $250,000 on a GoFundMe?
For what?
She was looking to get, I think it was like $9,000 to help pay like back rent and stuff, because her and her 3 daughters were going to be evicted from where she was living. So CNN picked up that news story. I guess they needed a filler, if you will.
Right.
Feel good, let's help this person out type news story. CNN put her on. She was on camera Skype or what have you, Zoom,
Right.
with her 3 girls, saying yes, she was ready to be evicted. She's looking for some help. Pandemic, she couldn't get a job. She didn't want to be on the streets. She got 3 little girls to look after. Whoop-de-woo. She needed like $9,000. I guess within a couple of days, dude, she got almost $250,000.
Okay, what's the catch?
Turns out, those weren't her kids.
Get the fuck out.
They were her boyfriend's kids. So she actually considered herself a mother because she takes care of them with the boyfriend.
And she's got a 4-bedroom house.
When they're not at their mom's house.
Wow.
I guess the mom called CNN and said, those are my kids. They're just there for a little while. They'll be coming home to start school. That's my ex-husband or baby daddy's girlfriend. She ain't got no kids. I don't know why you guys are running this story with my kids out there. Whoop-de-woo. So now CNN had to put in, not a retraction, but they had to say
a redaction.
We're wrong on. Not that they didn't say they were wrong. They were told by her that she's a single mom.
They were deceptive.
She considers herself the kid's mom as well. So, GoFundMe, the company, has put a hold on the funds. They're giving everyone time that whomever contributed, if they want to take their money back. Which
Why would you not take your money back?
Yeah, exactly. Well, you never know. It might be easier for them to just say, I'm not getting involved anymore. I already gave my money. And so it's going to be a while before that gets handled. And if anything is left, it will still go to her.
Is it bad that I can see the wheels turning in your fucking brain right now?
Yeah, I'm thinking we're fucking making a fucking TikTok where you lost a leg and
Well, I gotta lose a
you're
leg.
getting ready to lose your eyesight and
But
shit.
here's the deal, kid.
Yeah, my diabetes took my leg.
Yeah.
It's a
Thanks.
it's a bad, it was a lie, all that kind of stuff. But don't you think if you were that person that went on TV with these 3 girls, you would tell the baby daddy what you were doing? The baby mama what you were doing? And let's cut this pie 3 ways.
No, because the baby mama would call CNN before, hey, this bitch is
That's
coming
what
on your
happened.
show.
But hey, if the girlfriend calls the baby mama first and says, we're getting paid off of this, let's keep it quiet. You get a third, I get a third. That's like $70,000 a person.
Wow. That's fucking holy check Tony's math because we know we know about Tony's math.
Yeah, percentages.
70 some odd grand a person. That's crazy shit, dude. Like that's a good chunk of money, dude. Like
$240-something thousand. Come on.
Shit.
That's paid right there.
Oh.
Hello?
Hey Tony, it's Mingo. Hey, so I got this way we can make some money.
For those of you that didn't see, the genius that's supposedly the host of the show picked up his phone and called Tony.
I didn't know Tony's phone was on silent. Wah, wah, wah. It worked out really good in my head.
Yeah.
And then you
That's
had
usually
kind
how it
of
works
then
out.
you just kind of had to dick it up by saying, "Hey, just
They
in
can't
case."
see what's happening.
No, but they could kind of figure it out by, "Hey, hello, hey Tony, it's Mingo."
Well,
That's all right.
I just want to help our listeners. That's all. Because they are listeners, not watchers.
Right. All right. So on that note,
So, can we talk about Forever Hold products?
Forever Hold
Fucker
products.
Forever Hold products.
Yeah.
What the fuck's that?
It's... You can kind of see where I'm coming from.
No.
Really? It's hair products?
Oh.
Forever Hold?
Okay.
Come on.
What about it?
You gonna be a patron of Forever Hold products?
No.
Hairsprays, hair gels.
Whose business is it?
Gorilla Glue Girl.
Are you
You're
serious?
lying.
She got her own line of glue.
Yeah.
She probably does that.
Yeah, it's called Forever Hold.
She takes bottles of Gorilla Glue and puts them in her bottles of Forever Hold.
What was her name? Tessica. Tessica got her own company now. Forever Hold.
Well, she's got built-in marketing.
Well, is that because did Gorilla Glue end up giving her money? Telling her to shut up?
That I don't know.
Helping her start her business?
They probably did.
Say, well, you know what? We got a glue that failed that just might work out for you if you want to put it. You want to try that shit in your hair. Holy,
Forever
really?
Hold products.
Now, is it a racial product?
Oh Christ!
What?
That I don't know.
Because like there is makeup that's just for African American women or black women, right? And hair products that are
No, not just for them.
He didn't say Forever Hold. It's not spelled Fuheva Hold. It's Forever. You're telling me that's not a great business idea? If you want to market that?
But no, it's not for them. It might be catered towards them. But I mean, come on, Mingo.
what?
You can't do that. You might be marketing towards a certain clientele, but you don't want to alienate anybody else. It's for everybody.
It don't say for everyone. Hold. It says forever.
No, it says Forever, you racist.
It's still forever. You spell it forever, but you know they say forever. Forever hold.
Wow.
Honey, go to the bathroom. Go give me that forever hold.
This episode is never making it to air.
What's wrong with that? Tell me Tessica ain't gonna say it like that. Fuck the both of you. And Tessica too if she don't like it. Shit.
She's taking advantage of that 15 minutes of fame, kid.
I can't blame her.
Yeah, I can't
Good
blame
for
her
her
at all.
Good for her for doing that.
Cannot blame her at all.
I'm assuming that means she'll never do some shit like that again though, with that glue shit in her head now.
Oh, hell no. But that new product probably work out the same way. She could just wash it out at the end of the night, though.
I thought you were joking around about some sort of new gel for bald people or some shit, Forever Hold, or to hold on your wig or some shit. Like, hell no, I still got a head of hair. I don't need no wig.
I swear
yet.
to God, I thought as soon as I said it, you'd see that coming from a mile away.
Yeah, we ain't talked about it in forever.
Yeah, because she hasn't been important in, well, forever.
Yeah. It's a little late joke, Tony, but hey, that's cool.
And even then, she wasn't important. She was an embarrassment to the human race.
Come on.
Poor girl. She was trying to look good for her mans.
Yeah, see? Come on, Seabass.
Shit happens. What you gonna do?
Not glue my hair down.
So what you guys do this weekend?
Nothing, I don't think. We didn't do anything, huh?
Nope. I had to work.
But this coming weekend on Saturday, I'm going to a little get-together in Riverside that I got to go to for work.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah. So, yeah, it's a little,
Company barbecue?
kind of, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, they're going to have it at a restaurant, so it's not really a company barbecue, but everybody's going to a restaurant. And because the guy that was our boss for our regional down here, he got a promotion. It's going to be doing something else. So he's just kind of getting all the managers together to say goodbye and whatnot. So,
Oh, not your employees?
no, not my employees. But my employees, I'm taking them out the following week.
Why?
Because we had won a contest and we got some money to go to Applebee's. So I'm going to take them out to Applebee's. Treat them good, you know what I mean? Everybody, there's 4 of us, so we're all going to get the 2 for 22. And then we got enough money for some drinks.
You got some money for Applebee's.
What'd you
That's how
say?
you know your company doesn't give a shit about you is when it's Applebee's.
Hey, it is what it is, bro.
I can understand you say we won a contest and we decided as a group we want to go to Applebee's.
Well,
But you're saying we got money to go to Applebee's.
well, what it was is he says, hey, I'm going to, you do this and I'll give you 50. You do this and I'll give you another 100. You win $150. Cool. Hands down. No problem. Right. So then he comes to give me the money. And I said, all right, well, just give me one of those cards. It's just, like a gift card, like a Visa gift card. He said, yeah, but they take $4 out of that. I said, okay, well then pay $104. And you know what I mean? Like, what are you trying to pay $154? We good. But he didn't want to do that. He's like, nah, why don't I just get you the ones at Applebee's and then you have $150 to Applebee's? And I was thinking, well, you know what? If we do that and we all do the 2 for $222, I could spend $100 and keep one of the 50. Okay, cool. So, you know, it'll all work out. It'll be good. Applebee's is good. And it's there in Indio right by the store, so I got to go nowhere. I got to do extra shit. So, right, let's go.
Thought you were in Coachella.
I am. There's one right there in Indio. Like 8 minutes away from the store, 10 minutes away from the store. Yeah.
And everybody's okay with that?
Yeah. That's what they
They're
want.
gonna have to be.
Yeah.
They're gonna have to Applebee.
That's cool. So my daughter's first full night in her new apartment,
How'd that go?
it actually went really well.
Yeah.
She said this is Sunday night because she came down for the weekend.
Okay.
So she actually went back. She moved in officially on Friday.
Okay.
And then Friday after work, she kind of just grabbed the stuff that she was going to bring down and she came home for the weekend.
Did she see the pictures of the kids? Or did you take them down already?
No, they're still up. She didn't mention it, I don't think. Now that I think about it, she did not did she?
I don't fucking know. Look at me.
I don't remember.
Okay.
I don't think it would have happened because he would have remembered for this purpose.
Yeah. Yeah.
She might have just chuckled. I don't remember. But like her first night there was Sunday night.
Okay.
She got to work in the morning, Monday morning. They all got to work. She told me they were up to 3 o'clock in the morning chopping it up.
Dude, she's 24. That's nothing.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Really?
Yeah, I can
on
do
a
all-
Sunday?
Come on, Tony.
On any night.
You remember not coming home till 6 o'clock in the morning, having to work at 7:30.
You're probably right.
Almost went straight to work. You just went home to brush your teeth and wet your face.
You're probably right. 'Cause
Yeah.
When she said they were up to 3 in the morning, I was like, you got to work in the morning. She's like, I went to work. But weren't you tired?
Yeah, see? You old now, Tony.
Yeah.
You start bringing up shit like that.
Yeah. But I'm happy for her. I mean, it seemed cool. I mean, there's no reason why it wouldn't have been.
Right.
I mean, they're around the same age and haven't really talked in a while. It's like one of those things that we see this person, again, her name is Elsa, like at Christmas every year.
Okay.
Because that's nephew's cousin.
Okay.
And Christmas Eve, I think I've said this before, we hang out with my side of the family. Christmas Day, we hang out with her side and my mom. So on Christmas Eve, when we hang out with my side of the family, that's when we really see her.
Okay.
And then certain other times, if that side of the family is having something going on. So it's not like they're strangers in a sense, but it ain't like, they hang out
Right.
every time we see them. But so anyways, like I said, they were up to 3 in the morning, chopping it up, talking about things that they've been through so far, getting little drunk stories and stuff. So that's pretty cool.
Those are always good, right?
Yeah, they can be.
They can also be dangerous.
Did I ever tell you about a month or two ago, she was down with her friends, and we usually take them to the bars or wherever it is they're going to go party.
Right.
And generally we'll pick them up as well. Well, my wife will. So I went to drop them off one day at the Village Pub.
Right.
Now, Village Pub is right next to another place that used to be Chillers.
Okay.
So I've been to the Village Pub. I mean, Village Pub been around for a long time.
Okay.
So I was driving there, and at this particular point in time, because of the pandemic, certain streets were closed off for outdoor dining. They'll dine in the streets in Palm Springs, the little side streets and stuff.
Right.
So the street I would have turned on was blocked off. So I
Okay.
had to go up another block to go up Indian to come back down Palm Canyon type deal.
Okay.
So she's like, oh, you should have turned there. I was like, well, it's blocked off. And she was, okay, well, you make a left here. And you're gonna. I was like, I know where we're going. I've been there before. Right?
Getting all salty.
Yeah, because, hey, I was cool at one point in time. And one of her friends was like, I was cool at one shit. One of her friends was like, yeah, Anna, your pops was cool. He might want to come in and have a drink with us. I'm like, yeah, I might just want to do that. She rolled her eyes. Man.
Wow, your daughter got no faith in you, dog. Wow. Really?
If she only knew. If she only knew.
Yeah, we're going to keep those stories away from her, though. She don't need to be knowing that shit. Be good. Let her keep you where you are. You all right. You all right. All right, Sebastian, any final words?
No, I'm good.
No? Tony?
Yes, actually.
Shout-outs galore today?
Not galore, but my goddaughter's dad, Juan, Griselda's husband,
Okay.
his birthday was actually yesterday.
Happy birthday, Juan.
We should have recorded yesterday, but I couldn't make it, so I would have said it yesterday. He hit the big 5'5", kid.
Woo.
So he's 5 years older than her. I didn't realize that.
Wow.
Yeah, so happy birthday, Juan. Who else we got?
Champ's daughter, right?
Yes, Mila. She's turning 5. The big 05.
Wow, everybody got a 5 this year.
I know, right?
Wow.
She's mad cute, though.
Yeah. She's cute. He's got cute kids.
Yeah. So he's been throwing her annual big party this coming up weekend.
Yep, in Big Bear, right?
Yeah, so that should be a fun time.
Yeah, you have to tell me about it. I got to work.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would shoot up for the day. I was planning on going up there at night. I mean, staying at night, really.
Right.
But I also he's got a birthday girl. I also have a birthday girl. So my daughter's birthday is actually not until next week. But just in case anything happens and we don't record beforehand.
You want to make sure you get it in there.
Yes.
Got you.
So
AP, happy birthday.
there you go.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. She's kind of upset
Why?
because I don't really know how old she is. And I'm aging her already.
So you've been telling me she's 24 and she not?
She's 22.
Oh, you done fucked up.
Ooh, wee.
And so she will be 23.
Okay.
So congratulations, baby girl. You're going to be 23. And that's another reason why I can't wind up spending the night, because she's turning into my wife, where almost every weekend they got plans for their birthday.
Okay.
It's like with one group of people and another group of people and another group of people. So this coming weekend it's with her aunts, my in-laws.
Okay.
So we'll be there Saturday night, which is not too far from here, actually.
Oh, okay. Oh, down the street, right? You said
Yeah.
somewhere on there?
Yeah.
Right on.
So the big 2-3 for the baby girl.
Wow. Well, happy birthday. May your father continue to pay for all your stuff for a very long time.
He still don't want to be invited to my house, Seabass.
I guess not.
It's pushing his limits, kid.
I've noticed you've kept me away since she's been around, since she's been back around and back and forth. Afraid she's going to show up and cut me or what?
Yeah, actually I am.
Nothing but love. Nothing but love, man. It's all good.
But that's it.
That's it. All right, cool deal. Hey, guys, thank you so much for listening. Appreciate it. Love you guys. Again, still got some shirts. If you want one, hit me up on Instagram at...
I think it's just Mingo's Madhouse Sideshow. At Madhouse Sideshow.
At Madhouse.
Madhouse Sideshow.
Yeah, that one there. That's if you're Russian, by the way, or German. Anyways.
It's at Madhouse Sideshow. Fuck it. Leave it at that.
Or you can hit me up, mingosmadhouse@yahoo.com, or you can drop it in any of the comments wherever you listen, and we'll find it and get you a shirt. All right? Hey, as a matter of fact, you know what? The people that are listening in like Wisconsin or Washington or Tennessee, if you guys want a shirt, hit me up, mingosmadhouse@yahoo.com, and we'll get one out to you. All right? Because it's pretty awesome that you guys live out in the cut and are listening from far away. Si están escuchando allá en México y quieren uno. Because we got a couple listeners in Mexico, you know what I mean? So, si están escuchando y quieren una camiseta o una playera, me pueden mandar un mensaje en mingosmadhouse@yahoo.com y te podemos mandar uno, ¿eh? How about that, Tony? Y para los puertorriqueños también, si están escuchando, coño, si quieren una playera.
Wow.
Can you do the Russian one,
I was gonna
Sebastian?
say, can we translate to Russian?
Yeah, let's do that one.
Hold on. I'm gonna I'm just gonna say what I'm saying as I type it. For those listening in Russia, I should put the motherland. If you'd like
T-shirt,
if you'd
please,
like a Sideshow T-shirt,
please send immediately.
hit us up. Oh, hold on. It would help if I spelled this shit right.
And if you're in Spain or Italy and you'd like a shirt, because I got a couple of listeners there.
Hit us up at
again, mingosmadhouse@yahoo.com.
Mingo.
If you're in Bolivia or if you're in Russia, good.
Hold on.
You're almost there?
Almost.
All right.
At Mingo's Madhouse at yahoo.com. Okay, prepare for the Google translation.
All right, hold on. Here we go.
All right, ready?
Yeah.
Hold on. Fucking scroll. Hold on. I'm going to turn it up.
Для тех, кто слушает в России, если вы хотите футболку Sideshow, напишите нам по адресу mingosmadhouse@yahoo.com.
And there you go. Babushka, you come.
I don't think it's babushka.
No, I know. I'm sure it's not.
Gagosha.
So yeah, if you're listening from any of the outside areas and you'd like a shirt, please let us know. If you're in Maine, Illinois, Tennessee, Texas, Minnesota, Washington, if it's any one of you guys that are listening and you want a shirt, mingosmadhouse@yahoo.com. All right, guys. Thanks. Peace, love. Talk to you soon.